Good morning, all my dear student. Today I am going to revise your account subject which you have already learned, but due to the lockdown, the revision was incomplete. So, from today, I will try to revise from the beginning whatever you have learned in account subject. Now, from today, I am going to start from chapter 1, that is theory portion. You can see in your books, and I have uploaded all the notes of the theory portion in this group also. I think you must have you might have downloaded it. Now, see chapter 1. You can see in the chapter 1, what is the chapter 1? Bookkeeping and accounting. First chapter in the accounts you have already learned is bookkeeping and accounting. First of all, I would like to clear you regarding the concept of bookkeeping. First of all, be clear regarding the concept of bookkeeping. What is bookkeeping? Simply, bookkeeping means, book means all the record means, and keeping means keeping all the records in the systematic or chronological order. Now simply bookkeeping in notes also you can see there, it is written there, bookkeeping is the act of recording a financial transaction permanently. It records day-to-day financial transaction in a systematic manner. It helps to find out net profit or net loss and financial position of a business or of a company. Means simply bookkeeping is just an act of recording all the financial transaction, all the transaction that occurs in the business. Means not only financial, all the transaction whichever occurs in the business. The transaction might be regarding purchase, might be regarding sales, might be regarding purchase return, might be regarding sales return, might be regarding net profit or net loss. Simply bookkeeping is the act of recording all the transaction relating to business in a systematic and chronological order. It helps us to through this bookkeeping we can find out the net profit or net loss. Therefore, we can conclude it, bookkeeping, it is a simply just an act or way of recording all the transaction that occurs on a day-to-day business transaction. Or while doing any transaction, day-to-day business, different types of transaction occurs. All the transaction recording in a systematic and chronological way is known as bookkeeping. In the same way, what are the objective of bookkeeping? Objective means what? उद्देश्य. यो bookkeeping को उद्देश्य के हो? हामीले जस्ट अहिले पढिसक्यो बुककिपिङ भनेको के हो भन्दा सिस्टमेटिक वेमा जति पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु भएको हुन्छ सबैलाई रेकर्ड गर्ने कामलाई नै के भन्छौं हामी बुककिपिङ. अब बुककिपिङ गर्नेको उद्देश्य के हो? हामी किन बुककिपिङ गर्छौं? बुककिपिङले के हामीलाई फाइदा पुर्याउँछ? यसको हामी one number points, we can see the one number points, to keep financial transaction permanently. I have just told you before also just now that financial, it helps to record the financial transaction. जति पनि पैसासँग रिलेटेड जति पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु हुन्छ, all the financial transaction whichever occurs in a business, day to day business, त्यसको रेकर्ड गर्ने काम नै रेकर्ड गर्ने उद्देश्य नै बुककिपिङ को के एउटा उद्देश्य हो. That is only one of the objective of bookkeeping. Next, to classify the financial transaction. Financial transaction विभिन्न किसिमको हुन सक्छ. त्यो कुन ग्रुपमा जान्छ? जस्तै पर्चेजसँग रिलेटेड आइटमलाई पर्चेजमा हाल्ने, सेल्ससँग रिलेटेड खर्चलाई सेल्ससँग रिलेटेड आम्दानीलाई सेल्समा हाल्ने. To classify गर्ने, the next objective of the bookkeeping is to classify all the financial transaction. And finally, third number, to find out net profit or net loss and financial position. While recording all the transaction, first of all what we do, we will record all the financial transaction. With the help of all the recorded financial transaction, at the conclusion we will conclude net profit or net loss of the firm using the help of bookkeeping. using the help of that all the transaction which we have recorded in a systematic manner. So the last objective, to find out net profit and net loss and financial position. Financial position means to be, as you have learned already, learned that final account, in final account what we do, we will prepare balance sheet. Balance sheet helps us to know the financial position. Financial position means assets and liabilities condition of a company. Therefore, the next final objective of bookkeeping is to find out net profit or net loss of a firm. Okay. The next topic we have is concept of accounting. First of all, we have learned bookkeeping. Bookkeeping means simply art of recording all the financial transaction of a business. The next concept we have is concept of accounting. Simply, the concept of accounting is much broader than that of bookkeeping. In bookkeeping, it is simply an art of recording the transaction, but accounting is much broader concept than that of bookkeeping. Accounting is broader concept than that of a bookkeeping. Accounting simply, you can see in the definition also it is given that accounting is the process of recording, classifying, analyzing, interpreting and communicating the result final output to all the stakeholder. Means it is the process of collecting, means it helps to collect all the information relating to financial transaction. Next is recording. It helps to record all the financial transaction. Interpreting means it helps to interpret, the final output or result. And finally, it helps to communicate the result at the conclusion, whatever result, that is whatever we will get, net profit or net loss or whatever the financial position of the business, communicating to the stakeholder. Means there are different shareholder or stakeholder, they also require the final complete information regarding the business. So accounting has to provide them with all the information relating to business. So therefore, accounting is the process of recording, classifying, interpreting and communicating the financial information to all the shareholder or stakeholder. The next, it helps to determine the net profit or net loss and financial position of a business. You have learned already in the final account that using profit and loss account, what you will do? You will find out net profit or net loss. Next, finally, in order to show the financial position, what we will do is we will prepare at the end of a fiscal year, we prepare balance sheet. Balance sheet is just a statement of assets and liabilities, which helps us to show the financial position of a business. So, in the next topic, objective or importance of accounting. Accounting को महत्व के हो, इम्पोर्टेन्स के हो अथवा ऑब्जेक्टिभ भनेको उद्देश्य, हामी किन एकाउन्टिङ गर्छौं, एकाउन्टिङ गरेर के फाइदा, एकाउन्टिङ नगरे पनि त हुन्थ्यो, जति पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु हुन्छ पैसा आयो गयो त्यति त जुन बच्यो त्यही हो नेट प्रॉफिट, त्यस्तो पनि बन्न सकिन्थ्यो. बट ऑब्जेक्टिभ, वन नम्बर ऑब्जेक्टिभ के छ भन्दा हाम्रो टु कीप कम्प्लिट रेकर्ड. टु कीप कम्प्लिट रेकर्ड मीन्स व्हाटएभर रेकर्ड भनेको कम्प्लिट रेकर्ड भनेको जति पनि बिजनेससँग रिलेटेड ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु भएको छ सबैको रेकर्ड गर्ने काम कसको हो भन्दा एकाउन्टिङको. One of our objective is to keep complete record. Complete record means all the transaction whichever is occurred, we need to keep the complete record. Next is to ascertain net profit or net loss. You have already learned in that final account, profit and loss account. Why we prepare profit and loss account? In order to determine the net profit or net loss of a firm. Next, to show the business financial position. Business financial position means how we can show the financial position by ascertaining the assets and liabilities of a firm. In order to show the financial position, what we will prepare? We prepare balance sheet at the end of each fiscal year. Next, to communicate information. Communicate information means we need to communicate the information to all the shareholders, to government. So the next objective of accounting is to communicate the information to all the shareholders or to government. Next, to determine tax amount. As you know that every business organization earn profit, so whatever profit is earned, within that profit the company needs to pay something tax to the government. To determine means how we can determine the amount of tax is by calculating the net profit. After calculate net profit हामीले क्याल्कुलेट गर्यो, त्यसको आधारमा हामीले ट्याक्स तिर्ने हो गभर्नमेन्टमा. त नेट प्रॉफिट निकाल्ने काम कसको हो भन्दा एकाउन्टिङ को. त्यही भएर यसको नेक्स्ट अब्जेक्टिभ के भयो भन्दा टु डिटरमाइन ट्याक्स अमाउन्ट. नेक्स्ट टपिक we have scope of accounting. What are the scope of accounting? Scope means कहाँ युज हुन्छ यो एकाउन्टिङ, कहाँ युज, कुन क्षेत्रमा युज हुन्छ, कहाँ कुन एरियामा युज हुन्छ. that is known as scope of accounting. Scope means जहाँ युज हुन्छ, जुन एरियामा युज हुन्छ, where it is used, it is known as scope of accounting. See, one number is trading concern. Trading concern भनेको यस्तो कन्सर्न जसको मेन उद्देश्य भनेको नाफा कमाउने हो. नाफा कमाउने भनेको जस्तै बिजनेस ट्रान्ज्याक्सन जति पनि बिजनेसहरु गरिन्छ, चाहे इभेन चायको पसल किन्नुहोस्, पानकै पसल किन्नुहोस् अथवा ठुलो फ्याक्ट्री नै किन्नुहोस्, सबैको मेन उद्देश्य के हुन्छ भन्दा टु अर्न द प्रॉफिट. While to earn the profit. Therefore, accounting in trading concern also it is one of the scope for trading concern in order to record all the financial position, all the financial transaction and find out the net profit of the organization. Similarly, non-trading concern. Non-trading concern भनेको जस्तै तिमीलाई क्लबहरु जुन हुन्छ, non-trading concern we have already learned one chapter, that is non-trading, non-government or non-trading concern. Means त्यसको उद्देश्य भने के हुन्छ भन्दा नाफा कमाउने हुँदैन. त्यसको मेन उद्देश्य भनेको नाफा कमाउने हुन्छ, टु प्रोवाइड द सर्भिसेस टु द कस्टमर. सर्भिस प्रोवाइड गर्दा पनि त्यहाँनेरि पनि विभिन्न किसिमको आम्दानी हुन्छ, खर्च हुन्छ. त्यो आम्दानी खर्चहरुलाई सबैलाई रेकर्ड गर्ने पनि काम कसको भन्दा एकाउन्टिङको. त्यो नन ट्रेडिङ कन्सर्नमा पनि के हुन्छ, यो एकाउन्टिङ युज हुन्छ. नेक्स्ट इज गभर्नमेन्ट. गभर्नमेन्ट also does many types of expenses. वर्षभरिमा धेरै खर्च हुन्छ भने धेरै आम्दानीको स्रोत पनि छ गभर्नमेन्टको. सरकारको विभिन्न खर्चको शीर्षकहरु छ भने सरकारलाई विभिन्न किसिमका आम्दानीहरु पनि आउँछ, करको रूपमा होस् या त्यसको रूपमा. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज individual/profession. Individual or profession. Even a single person, जस्तै म जति कमाउँछु अथवा मेरो कमाउने आधार इन्कमको आधार छ भने मेरो खर्चको पनि शीर्षकहरु छ. जति मेरो आम्दानी छ त्यसपछि खर्चहरु पनि गर्छु. आम्दानी र खर्चको रेकर्ड गर्ने पनि काम मेरो कसको हुन्छ भन्दा पर्सनली इन्डिभिजुअलले पनि के गर्छ भन्दा एकाउन्टिङ गर्छ कि वर्षमा मैले कति सेभिङ गरे. सेभिङ कसरी थाहा पाइन्छ भन्दा हामीले कति आम्दानी कमायो र कति खर्च गर्यो. त आम्दानी र खर्चको लागि त हामीले जति पनि खर्च गर्यो सबै रेकर्ड गर्नु पर्यो. आम्दानी जति भएको छ त्यो पनि रेकर्ड गर्नु पर्यो. तर त्यो आम्दानी र खर्चको डिफरेन्स नै हामी के भन्छौं भन्दा प्रॉफिट अथवा सेभिङ भएको छ कि ऋण लागेको छ त्यो निकाल्नको लागि हामी के गर्छौं भन्दा. Therefore, one of the scope of individual accounting is also used for accounting. कसलाई युज हुन्छ भन्दा इन्डिभिजुअल अथवा प्रोफेसनललाई पनि युज हुन्छ. Okay, the next topic we have is assumption or concept of accounting. There are different concept of accounting which are listed below. Assumption or concept of accounting. There are different assumptions. मान्यताहरु धेरै छन्, धेरै किसिमका मान्यताहरु छन्. 1 number is business entity concept, 2 number is money measurement concept, 3 number is going concern concept, 4 number is accounting period concept, 5 number revenue concept, 6 number cost concept, 7 number matching concept. Now first number you see here, it is written there business entity concept. It is written in your note also. Generally business has two entity. One is management and another is owner. One is management, another is owner. All the transactions are recorded in the aspect of management, not in the aspect of owner. भनेको जति पनि बिजनेसको ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु हुन्छ त्यो म्यानेजमेन्टको आधारमा लेखिन्छ, बिजनेसको आधारमा लेखिन्छ, त्यो ओनरको इन्डिभिजुअल युजको आधारमा रेकर्ड गरिदैन. Yes, so you can see generally business has two entities, one is management and another is shareholder. According to the concept, business is treated as separate entity from its owner. Transactions are recorded on the behalf of management only. It shows the clear picture of a business. भनेको जति पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु हुन्छ बिजनेसको सबै त्यो एउटा म्यानेजमेन्ट बिजनेसको आधारमा लेखिन्छ, त्यो ओनरको आधारमा लेखिदैन. ओनरले पर्सनली खर्च गरेको त्यो म्यानेजमेन्ट बिजनेसको खर्च होइन. त्यो भनेको त्यो पर्सनल युज भनेको ड्रइङको केसमा जान्छ भने जति पनि खर्च बिजनेसको लागि भएको छ भने दैट इज रेकर्डेड, दैट इज नोन एज बिजनेस एन्टिटी कन्सेप्ट. नेक्स्ट इज मनी मेजरमेन्ट कन्सेप्ट. मनी मेजरमेन्ट कन्सेप्टले के भन्छ भन्दा जुन पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सन मनीसँग रिलेटेड छ, पैसासँग रिलेटेड छ, पैसासँग रिलेटेड भएको छ भने त्यसलाई के भन्छ भन्दा मनी मेजरमेन्ट कन्सेप्ट. जस्तै हामी जे पनि तुलना गर्न सक्छौं, पैसामा तुलना गर्न सक्छौं, पैसामा किन्न सक्छौं, त्यसलाई त्यस्तो कुरालाई रेकर्ड गरिन्छ. दैट इज नोन एज मनी मेजरमेन्ट कन्सेप्ट. मनीसँग रिलेटेड अथवा पैसासँग रिलेटेड ट्रान्ज्याक्सनहरु रेकर्ड गरिन्छ. जस्तै पैसासँग रिलेट नभएको लभ, एफेक्सन, ठीक छ, जुनलाई हामी ममता, मोह, त्यो कुराहरुलाई पैसासँग तुलना गर्न सक्दैनौं, नाप्न सक्दैनौं, त्यो कुराहरुलाई रेकर्ड गरिदैन. That concept is known as money measurement concept. The next is going concern concept. Going concern concept भनेको के हो भन्दा कुनै पनि बिजनेस के हुन्छ भन्दा लङ रनसम्म चलिरहेको हुन्छ. जस्तै हामी गोल्छा अर्गनाइजेसन लिन सक्छौं. गोल्छा अर्गनाइजेसन के छ भन्दा धेरै विगत कयौं वर्षदेखि चलिआएको छ. त्यहाँको ओनर सपोज त्यो को गोल्छा, सपोज कुन गोल्छा अरे आई डोन्ट नो, आई फरगट द नेम. त्यो गोल्छा मरे पनि उसको परिवारले मीन्स हिज वाइफ और हिज डटर और हिज सन रन्स द बिजनेस. भने के भन्दा गोइङ कन्सर्न कन्सेप्टले के भन्छ भन्दा बिजनेस सधैँको लागि चलिरहन्छ. त्यहाँको ओनरको डेथले अथवा शेयरहोल्डरको डेथले त्यो बिजनेस रोकिने अथवा बन्द हुने हुँदैन. दैट इज नोन एज गोइङ कन्सर्न कन्सेप्ट. नेक्स्ट इज अकाउन्टिङ पिरियड कन्सेप्ट. Accounting period concept means every accounting has a fixed period of accounting period. भनेको एक वर्षको परीक्षणलाई one fiscal year भन्छ. बेसिकली हामी यो नेपालमा के भन्छ भन्दा 30 असार यानी accounting period concept मा हामी के ले according to the concept business need to know the result of his activities after certain interval of period. For business life is divided into different period. It may be 3 months, 6 months and 1 year. It depends on the nature of a business. Generally it is over 1 year. In Nepal accounting period starts from 1st Shravan to 30th Asad of next year. अब accounting period concept मा के भन्न सक्छौं भन्दा accounting period concept लाई कुनै पनि बिजनेस अर्गनाइजेसनले के चाहन्छ भन्दा केही सर्टेन इन्टरभलको बीचमा के कसो हिसाब निकाल्न चाहन्छ. हिसाब निकाल्दाखेरि बिजनेस एकाउन्टिङ पिरियडलाई कति महिनामा गर्ने भन्दा 3 महिना कसैको हुन्छ, कसैको 6 महिना हुन्छ, कुनै अर्गनाइजेसनको 9 महिना हुन्छ र बेसिकली के हुन्छ भन्दा 1 इयरको हुन्छ. त 1 इयर नेपालमा इन कन्टेक्स्ट अफ नेपालमा के हुन्छ भन्दा 1st असार टु नेक्स्ट 30th श्रावण. पहिलो असारदेखि लिएर अर्को महिनाको श्रावण 30 गतेसम्मलाई 1 इयरको फिस्कल इयर भन्छ. नेक्स्ट इज रेभेन्यू कन्सेप्ट. See, the next is revenue concept. Revenue concept means revenue भनेको के हो? इन्कम अथवा सेल्स रेभेन्यू. सेल्स रेभेन्यू भनेको हामीले के चीज बिक्री गरेर आएको पैसा. जब कुनै बिजनेस अर्गनाइजेसनले आफ्नो बायरलाई गुड्स प्रोवाइड गर्छ, ठीक छ, कुनै बिजनेस अर्गनाइजेसनले बायरलाई गुड प्रोभाइड गर्छ, त्यसबापत आर्जन गरेको आम्दानीलाई अथवा आएको रकमलाई नै के भन्छ भन्दा रेभेन्यू। जस्तै हामीले केही चिज बिक्री गर्यो भने के हुन्छ भन्दा हामीलाई पैसा आउँछ, द्याट इज अ सेल्स रेभेन्यू। इन द सिमिलर वे रेभेन्यू कन्सेप्ट सेज द्याट वाट एभर इज रियलाइज भनेको जे आउँछ हामीलाई, जब कुनै बायरलाई हामीले कुनै सामान प्रोभाइड गर्छौँ र त्यो सामान बापत उसले युज नगरिकन अथवा हामीले प्रोभाइड गरे बापत त्यसले जुन रकम दिन्छ हाम्रो लागि के हो त्यो रेभेन्यू। द्याट कन्सेप्ट इज नोन एज रेभेन्यू कन्सेप्ट। हामीले जस्तै केही चिज दिँदाखेरि त्यसले यदि फिर्ता गरिदियो भने त्यो पैसा हाम्रो लागि रेभेन्यू होइन। त्यही भएर रेभेन्यू कन्सेप्ट मिन्स whenever any goods and services is provided to the buyers and revenue generated from that is known as revenue concept. Cost concept means there are different types of cost ascertained with the production. भनेको cost concept ले के भन्छ भन्दा simply you can see in their books notes also. According to this concept, cost is used for generating profit. The expenditure is realized during the accounting period which is paid on cash or on credit. For prepaid expenses is not recorded as expenses. Assets are recorded as its actual cost, not at a market price, and its depreciation is recorded as expenses. Then book value is recorded as asset. कुनै पनि हामी खर्च गर्छौं किन? in order to earn the profit. हामी कुनै चिजमा लगानी गर्छौं, खर्च गर्छौं किन भन्दा हामीलाई आम्दानी नेट प्रफिट कमाउनु छ। ठीक छ, त्यस्तै के छ भन्दा कस्ट कन्सेप्टले के भन्छ भन्दा जब कुनै खर्च हुन्छ त्यसको रेकर्ड गरिन्छ। खर्च भयो अग्रिम रूपमा हामीले प्रिपेड एक्सपेन्सेस एडभान्स खर्च गर्यो भने दैट इज नट प्रिपेड एक्सपेन्सेस व्हिच इज नट रियलाइज्ड एज अ एक्चुअल कस्ट। Therefore cost concept is known as actual cost whichever is done for earning the profit. Next final is matching concept. MATCH matching concept. Matching concept means matching the revenue and cost. We are comparing. Matching means comparing the revenue and cost. यो cost र revenue लाई हामी के गर्छौं कम्पेयर गर्छौं। यदि हाम्रो रेभेन्यू हाई छ भनेको आम्दानी हाई छ खर्च कम छ भने, आम्दानी हाई खर्च कम छ भने नेट प्रॉफिट, यदि आम्दानी कम छ खर्च बढी भएको छ भने दैट इज अ नेट लस which is known as matching concept. Matching concept just match the revenue and cost. रेभेन्यू र कस्ट म्याच गरेर त्यसको आधारमा नेट प्रॉफिट, यदि आम्दानी बढी छ खर्च कम छ भने नाफा भएको छ, आम्दानी कम छ खर्च बढी भएको छ भने घाटा भएको छ। ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट chapter also in your books you can see in the next chapter, it is chapter 2, double entry bookkeeping system. This is also a theoretical chapter. Now see, first of all I will like to clear you about double entry bookkeeping system. See, from the name only it is clear that double entry bookkeeping system. Double entry means दुई ठाउँ रेकर्ड हुने कुनै पनि ट्रान्जेक्सन, all the business transaction are recorded in the concept of double entry bookkeeping system. Means every transaction has two aspects. दुईटा एस्पेक्ट मा रेकर्ड गर्छ। एउटा एस्पेक्ट हामी के भन्न सक्छौं भन्दा one aspect is known as debit and another aspect is credit. All the transaction of a business को जति पनि ट्रान्जेक्सनहरु भएको हुन्छ सबैलाई हामी दुईटा एस्पेक्ट बाट रेकर्ड गर्छौं। एउटा के भन्दा डेबिट, अर्को क्रेडिट। one aspect of, there are two aspects of business, one is debit aspect and another is credit, and debit is always equal to credit. While recording any transaction of a business in a systematic way, what we use the system of double entry bookkeeping system. Double entry means those system in which have two aspect दुईटा एस्पेक्ट को आधारमा हामी रेकर्ड गर्छौं। one is debit and another is credit. It is known as double entry bookkeeping system, and both debit and credit are always equal. हामीले जसरी पनि डेबिट र क्रेडिटलाई इक्वल देखाउनु पर्छ। अब यसको it helps us to check the arithmetic accuracy. हामीले जति पनि रेकर्डहरु गरेको छौं त्यसको एक्युरेसी चेक गर्ने काम कसको हो भन्दा डबल इन्ट्री बुक किपिङ सिस्टम। कतै मिस्टेक भएको छ कि कतै केही भएको छ भन्ने कुरा हामीलाई डिटरमाइन गर्नको लागि के चाहिन्छ भन्दा डबल इन्ट्री बुक किपिङ सिस्टम। Now see features of double entry bookkeeping system. Features means इसको के features छ double entry bookkeeping system को features हरु के हो? Features 1 number you can see double and equal aspect means double and equal aspect means जुन पनि हामी ट्रान्ज्याक्सन लाई रेकर्ड गर्छौं त्यो दुई डबल एन्ड इक्वल एस्पेक्ट। डबल मीन्स दुईटा एस्पेक्ट हुन्छ र इक्वल मीन्स डबल एस्पेक्ट मीन्स दुईटा एस्पेक्ट हुन्छ, one is debit and another is credit र इक्वल एस्पेक्ट मीन्स बोथ डेबिट एन्ड क्रेडिट आर इक्वल। फर एक्जाम्पल हामी लिन सक्छौं कुनै सामान बेच्यो, सामान बेचेपछि के हुन्छ क्याश आउँछ सामान जान्छ, आयो भने डेबिट गयो भने क्रेडिट, that is known as equal double aspect र डेबिट र जस्तै आउँछ पैसा त डेबिट सामान गयो क्रेडिट, the डेबिट र क्रेडिट के हुन्छ जहिले इक्वल हुन्छ which is known as double and equal aspect. One of the features is double and equal aspect. Next is debit and credit. जुन पनि ट्रान्ज्याक्सन र डबल इन्ट्री बुककिपिङ सिस्टमको आधारमा हामी रेकर्ड गर्छौं त्यसमा के हुन्छ भन्दा एउटा जहिले पनि डेबिट हुन्छ र अर्को के हुन्छ क्रेडिट। हामी डेबिट र क्रेडिटको आधारमा लेख्छौं र डेबिट र क्रेडिट अलवेज इट इज इक्वल। नेक्स्ट 3 number here arithmetic check. I have told you previous also arithmetic check means हामीले जुन पनि रेकर्ड गरेर निकालेको हुन्छौं टोटल निकालेको हुन्छौं के हुन्छ भन्दा जहिले पनि डेबिट र क्रेडिट इक्वल आउँछ। सपोज कुनै कारणवश डेबिट र क्रेडिट इक्वल आएन भने हामी त्यसको फेरिदेखि क्रस चेक गर्न जान्छौं, दैट इज नोन एज अर्थमेटिक चेक। इट हेल्प्स टु चेक कुनै मिस्टेक, इट हेल्प्स टु फाइन्ड आउट द एनी मिस्टेक दैट वी हैव डन व्हाइल रिकॉर्डिंग द बिजनेस ट्रान्ज्याक्सन। कुनै ट्रान्ज्याक्सन रेकर्ड गर्दाखेरि मिस्टेक भएको छ त्यो डिटरमाइन गर्ने काम कसको हो भन्दा डबल एन्ट्री बुककिपिङ सिस्टम। Okay dear student, today we will leave up to this topic only, and from tomorrow I will start your practical, that is from journal. So I would like all of you to go through this video, and if you have any doubt regarding this any concept, please you can comment it, I will make you clarify, and please go through the notes which I have already uploaded in this group and use that notes. So what you do is learn it, redo it, learn it, and if you feel any confusion don't hesitate to recall me, I will make you clarify. Okay, thank you.